The mystery of Miris continues. What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Polar back again with some more Dragon Ball Super discussions. Today we're going to be talking about Miris. Before we jump this video, everyone, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. Also, guys, I started a Patreon if you guys want to go check it out. Link will be in the description box below. But anyway, remember, guys, if you guys haven't read manga chapter 51, or if you guys haven't caught up with the manga chapters, make sure you guys click off the video right now. That is your spoiler alert warning. Anyway, assuming you guys have read the chapters or have watched some of my previous videos, you guys would know Miris is now going to be teaching Goku, allegedly, how to master Ultra Instinct. Miris is able to move without thinking, and Goku has noticed this, and Goku is now under his wing. Now, this is what's raised some red flags, and I've seen a few videos, one in particular from What If Theories, very good video, by the way, you guys go check him out. He was pointing out the fact that Miris is teaching Goku in a sense. So if he's able to teach Goku, this is a very big undertaking for him, because something that I think a lot of people, including myself, when we first saw Miris show up to the scene, is we severely underrated him. And the reason why we did this, or at least I did, speaking for myself here, is that the Galactic Patrol, and most of the times whenever you see other entities show up to the field, whenever they're involved with the Saiyans, they're always drastically weaker. In this case, Miris has an ability that's just super out of the water here, and that's why Goku's decided to train under him. I think the main character we're talking about here, especially when dealing with the Galactic Patrol, is Jaco. In my head, at least, when I saw Miris, I immediately associated him with Galactic Patrol and Jaco, so the range of power was probably maybe Super Saiyan 2 at most, but then we see him, he's dishing out his dodging abilities against Super Saiyan 3 and not even being phased by Super Saiyan God. And that last panel with Super Saiyan God is what really triggered a lot of these theories, because Miris being able to do that really shows there's much more to this character than meets the eye. Not only that, I mentioned this in the previous videos, Vegeta had picked up on his abilities a little bit earlier on. It was hinted at subtly, and Vegeta was like wondering, how is he not able to sense his ki? How is he able to move behind him so quickly? And Vegeta was already on the get-go with this. Goku is now figuring this out, kind of going into that naive Goku type of mentality, but at the same time, with Vegeta already knowing this, does this have anything to do with the reason why he's going to Yardrat? Does this have any influence as to why he's going there? Does he know something that nobody else knows right now? That's a different question for another time. But Miris, on the other hand, we've witnessed Miris on the battlefield with Moro. We've seen him trying to kidnap Majin Buu. We've seen him match up with Goku in Super Saiyan God, basically, at this point in time. There's something more to this character that they're hiding, and according to What If Theory's video, he does mention that what if Moro's from another universe? What if he was a god of destruction? What if Miris is an angel from that universe or something like that? That's where it makes the most sense, because, like, for me, thinking about this, and I was already, like, on the edge of going towards this theory, why is Miris training Goku? Isn't this technically like a step down from Whis? Why train with Miris when you have someone like Whis, a pure angel, who we already know will train you? That's kind of weird for Goku to go a step down in terms of a mentor, and especially when it's Whis, when we already knew he could do this. Why is he doing this with Miris? And are they going to explain this a little bit further? Miris, in the backstory of Moro, he knew that these two Saiyans were actually some of the strongest sources of power. Now, is he linked to Moro in any way, shape, or form is yet to be decided, but what he does know is that probably the key to defeating Moro is going to be through Goku and Vegeta, if anything. And it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I want to know more about Miris' backstory, his origins, why he started going to the Galactic Patrol, why he's been patrolling like 100+ sectors, and yet he's never been involved with Frieza or anything in the background. Isn't that kind of weird? What exactly have they been doing in the background, or is this all just really bad plot writing? I feel like for them to set up this much of an ominous tone and they don't follow up with it with Miris and give him some more backstory as to how he's able to do this, it's gonna be a big waste. But I don't see them doing that. I feel like they're gonna explain it at the very least. However, with this going forward, For Mirrors to be the one that helps Goku unlock Ultra Instinct is going to probably be one of the biggest feats you've seen a new character like this show up in such a short span of time. We've seen him training with Whis, we've seen him go near death with Jiren, we've seen him do all of these things even with Broly, and it's just something kind of weird to just see this new guy show up, no backstory, no anything, no real development, and he has the ability to do this. There's something really shady going on there, and I feel like for them to not explain that is going to be just as much plot armor as Ultra Instinct in the form itself is. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. What do you think Mirrors is? Is he a fallen angel? Was Moro a god of destruction in another universe? One theory is that Mirrors was Moro's angel from that universe while Moro was a god of destruction, and that makes sense because in the terms of what Moro is doing as the Planet Eater, I've been mentioning this in my previous videos as well, is that he's technically doing Beerus' job. This is why if he continues doing what he's doing, eventually him and Beerus is going to have to clash, because with Moro doing what he's doing, what's the purpose of having Beerus anymore? There is no need for this god of destruction because someone else is doing your job in your universe, and I think that should cause some serious beef. It's kind of weird how we haven't seen Whis or Beerus really show up in this arc yet, especially with the introduction of Mirrors, who could be at this point another angel, and this could be another god of destruction if anything. It's a very, very weird thing to say, but it does kind of line up with the writing thus far at the time of this record. Right now we can't 100% confirm this because there was theories of him being from Yardrat, there was theories of him being an angel. The thing is right now, most of the artwork that we were seeing on the internet, a lot of these recolors, they're not the official recolors of what he's going to be indiscriminately. So when we see exactly what the official artwork is, I think there was maybe 1 or 2 panels that were real. I'm not entirely sure, but most of the ones floating around are recolors. If he's really the color of the angels, that would be pretty interesting because Mirrors being the same color as the angels, that would raise some serious red flags. You can't really tell with manga panel chapters, so I think in one of those official ones, I can't really tell for sure. Let me know in the comment section below because I could be getting this mixed up with one of the recolors. He was actually the same color as the angels, so that's kind of weird to see. I mean, his hair does look like it's white, it's just the skin color of his face and his eyes is what really needs to be shown in the official lighting. But anyway, to back up the theory with this, it's just that Moro, when he was making the wishes on Planet Namek with the Dragon Balls, if Mirrors was so powerful, wouldn't he have been able to stop him right then and there? If he was this fast and able to move this undetected, why didn't he? There's a lot of moments where he just let them go. In some of the previous manga panel chapters, what we saw is that he actually sabotaged some of the bandits and he was able to take away parts of their ship like that without any notice, and that's when Vegeta started getting aware of how fast this guy really is, way back when. Now the thing is, where did this all come from? How did this all come about? Because at this current moment in time, without any other details to kind of provide context and clarity for Mirrors' character, if you really think about it, he has the ability to prevent certain things, and it's almost as if he's been setting up certain things. Who was the one that freed Moro from the prison? It's kind of ironic that at the same time this is all going down, Moro escapes and all of a sudden these guys just end up on the platter for Moro to take and absorb. Right now, if you really think about the way they've written this character, he's still very ominous, almost just as ominous as Moro. Not as dark, but just still very ominous and questionable. And it's kind of interesting to see he can actually, at this point in time, in manga chapter 51, he's actually able to be written as both a good guy and a bad guy. Imagine this, imagine if he is teamed up with Moro in some way, shape, or form, freed them, and he's using this in his own way to get an advantage. You never know what his real motive is. Yes, he's a part of the Galactic Patrol, but what has he been doing really with the extent of his powers? Frieza was on a rampage for all these years, never did anything. Yes, he's been doing other sectors and protecting those, but at the same time, when this happened, when the Dragon Balls were being used as a wish, he wasn't there. He couldn't jump into that for that split second and mess up the wish or anything like that. All I'm saying is that right now on my wish list for more than anything is to see more of Mirrors' character. And I can guarantee we will be getting that because right now he's training with the main character of the show, being Goku. So more than anything, we're gonna see some development. Hopefully they don't have like just split scenes where they just show each other's faces and they have secret tactics and leave us out on it. I want to see some details going back into the history of Mirrors, what he was doing at all this time, and why couldn't he do some of these things to prevent what happened here? Why is he allowing these chain of events to happen, and where exactly is this going to be going? Because once you can tell from his past, you can predict the future. So learning more about Mirrors and where he's come from will really help us learn about the future, if anything. That's how it works with almost everything. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys want to see more of Mirrors? Are you guys also on the same train of thought, thinking that Mirrors could secretly be somebody bad or good? If anything, it's kind of like the Grand Priest theory, but at the same time, he has more reason for this. Back when the Grand Priest is evil theory came out, I was against that one for a bit, because there was moments where he did look evil, very ominous, and because of all the smiling and the tone of the show, it did seem like that. But at the same time, it never really felt like they were gonna team up, if anything, at the very, like, towards the middle end of it. So let me know what you guys think. I'll be seeing you guys next time, alright? Take care. Peace.